Hannah and Nichole are June's two children in The Handmaid's Tale, and here's what happens to them after the series finale. June's main goal throughout The Handmaid's Tale is to be reunited with Hannah, saving her from Gilead. Despite this motivation, the series ends without June and Hannah seeing each other again. On top of that, June actually gives her other daughter Nichole over to her mother, with her instead focusing on the battle against Gilead. However, their stories are far from over, with a lot more happening to them after The Handmaid's Tale. The Handmaid's Tale series finale has finally arrived, putting an end to the character arcs of June and many other main characters from the show. After the United States successfully killed the Boston Commanders, the country was able to take the city back, extending the border of the United States into its original territory. However, June knows that the battle is far from over. The series ends with June and Luke going their own ways, continuing the fight in order to someday be reunited with Hannah. Hannah's story in the Testaments, as Agnes explained. She discovers the truth about her past. Hannah is one of the main characters in Margaret Atwood's sequel novel The Testaments, which is getting adapted into a sequel series by Hulu. The series ends with her still living with a commander's family, going by the name Agnes. In The Testaments, Agnes is still living with a commander's family and is in school to become a wife. An arranged marriage is set up for her, causing her to run away and become a type of aunt known as a supplicant. Agnes learns that she is the daughter of a handmaid as well as the half-sister of the famous baby Nichole, which viewers will recognize means that she is the daughter of June. She is eventually given documents highlighting the misdeeds of Gileadian officials, and she is also reunited with Nichole. She and Nichole eventually meet Aunt Lydia, who tasks them with taking this intel to Canada and exposing Gilead's wrongdoings to the world. Nichole's story in The Testaments, as Daisy explained. How does it connect to The Handmaid's Tale? At the end of The Handmaid's Tale TV show, June asks her mother if she can keep watching Daisy, with the duo presumably heading to Canada to live together. By the time The Testaments rolls around, Nichole is 15 years older. Under the name Daisy, she is living with her adoptive parents in Toronto, where she has become fascinated with Gilead's oppressive regime. Gileadian officials assassinate Daisy's parents, leading Mayday to force her into hiding. Mayday reveals that Daisy is actually Nichole, with her being sent into Gilead to get the information from Aunt Lydia. There are a lot of questions surrounding how Nichole's The Handmaid's Tale story will connect to Hulu's The Testament story. It is unknown how Nichole will end up with another family, or why she will change her name to Daisy. June doesn't go into hiding at the end of The Handmaid's Tale, raising questions about how Nichole doesn't know about her birth mother. However, The Testaments will undoubtedly come up with an answer by the time the sequel series releases. Does Hannah eventually reunite with June? Only after the fall of Gilead. Although it takes years, Hannah and Nichole are eventually reunited with June at the end of The Testaments. The Testaments ends with a coup taking place in Gilead thanks to outrage over the information that Hannah, Nichole, and Aunt Lydia leak. This is what allows the sisters to find June and reunite with her. While June undoubtedly wishes that it could have been sooner, it will be nice to finally see Hannah and June reunite after 6 seasons of The Handmaid's Tale and the entirety of The Testaments.